Alright. Time to logic it. Alright. So, one of these is going... What the heck? How did that get there? So, one of these is going to have to be mine. So, let's say it was here. Then this would be blank. And then the two would have to be coming from here. So, this and this are safe. This wouldn't be a mine. And then one of those is mine. So, nothing else changes. 4 mines left. One of these spots would have to be mine, obviously. Let's try the red route. If this was a mine, this would be blank, and then suddenly we have to immediately go with this option. So that's 3 mines. There'd be 1 mine left. So interesting enough, everything else would be blank always. But the mine could either go here or here to create the 2. So this spot is always safe. Alright, so the 1-2 is going to go here, which means this 1-2 would make this always safe. And then there's 1 mine left, so everything else is safe. There you go. Oh, the 2-1 in the corner. Alright, time to get the pen. The pen is just the easiest way that I can show all my work, and also so that you guys can understand. So, we're going to use this a lot in this game. I hope you're excited, because things are just getting started. Things are going to get really, really fucking weird later. And really, really hard. And there's going to probably even be puzzles that I would imagine would take us like 10 minutes at least just to figure them out. Anyway. Let's see. Well, I want to start with the first question. Can I never put this 2 with this? No, that is indeed impossible because there needs to be at least 4 spots because there's always 1 blank in between them. Ergo, at least one of those spots is always being used. Let's start with the easiest thing. Where's the double? Well, the double could be here. And these would be blank. And then it would be one of these. So that tells me not much. But maybe it will tell me more in the red. If this was a mine, and then this would have to be mine, then this would be a mine. And we can't push the reds even further downwards, so these are the only 2 solutions, which means this is always a mine. Oh no, you can't push the red back. Well, undo that. Hold on. Fine. I'll say that's fine. But I want it to, yeah, that's why I was worried. To erase. Dang it, I forgot I can, like, extend the 1 over. I should have just said, like, that was the end. Alright, redrawing. Hey, error me, can we go back in time? So that no one can see how stupid we were. Thanks for nothing. Alright, and then this would also never be a mine because the mine would have to continue this way because the 2 is consecutive. Then this would be safe. Interesting. Now, into the blue zone, this is a mine, then this is a mine, this is blank, this is blank, this is a mine. So it appears now we have to go this way. So this spot looks like our key corner spot right now. Now let's move on to the final zone, the purple zone. And it looks a little something like this. One of these spots is always the mine, which means if it was here, then we would have to continue this way because this would be blank, and then this would be blank, and then that's mine, which means this is blank that way. But if we had this be the mine, then this would be blank, and then this would be blank, and then this would be mine. So the common ground is this is always safe. And there you go. Interesting. A 1-2 with a 2-2. Well, let's say if this was a mine. Then this would be blank, and then this adds an extra 1, which is illogical. Okay, well, these go together, so this is safe. There you go. These go together, so all 3 of these are safe. Okay, if one of these is mine, then what does that mean? Well, then, let's just draw a picture. This is mine. This has to be mine, and then this has to be mine. Alright, so let's go the red zone. This is mine. All three of these at the back have to be blank, but we'll just do those after we figure out, like, this pathway. Alright, now we can do the common ground. This. That's why I saved that for the end, because I didn't think it would reveal too much. Oh, here's something interesting. This one going with this 3 is somehow now a issue. So let's do that 1-1 thing. 3 has to now extend this way in order to satisfy itself. So now let's go to the red zone. Suddenly the 3 has room over here, but because of this one, it can only extend at furthest once by here, meaning this is always a mine. Also, it means that this is always safe. Interesting how we have a 2 now. Well, that means because of this 2, if this was mine, then the 1 would be satisfied, underwhelming the 2. There we go. What? Nothing. Nothing necessary, at least. Okay, there we go. So sometimes you can just make a few clicks, and then the puzzle is just like, okay, here you go. We're going to give you a little extra room. Thank you, puzzle. Interesting how we have 1s over here. Which means we can't just make a 2 like this, because it would be illegal. So there's only 2 ways we can make the 2. This way, or this way. Let's start with this way. My friend's playing Balatro again. Let me know if I should play Balatro. I used to play it quite a bit. And then I stopped playing it. So let me know if that would be something you'd be new. Anyway. That's the first way we can do the 2. And then the 1 would go over here, obviously, somewhere. But we can't determine anything about it. So let's just go with the 2 over here. Interesting enough, that's always safe. And then, oh, well, then this would be safe as well, completing this over here. And then these would be safe. Then one of these would be mine, then one of these would be mine. But we did just find our common ground here. Alright, so I'm sure now we can use this weird chain of mines to figure out something. Well, if one of these over here is going to be a 1 or a 2, and over here is going to be a 1 or 2, then that means this would be completed there. Ergo, this is safe. Alright, fine. Reveal nothing from me. Now let's just go back to the 2s. This would be the 2. Then there would be a 1 over here somewhere. But let's start with this chain. And then suppose a lot of stuff could happen. Like you could have a mine here. Then you could have a blank here. And then you could have like a mine here. And then a blank. And then like this could be a mine. So this would never have to be a mine or not a mine. So nothing I can determine there. Suddenly, though, a lot of stuff becomes more interesting if you put this as the mine. Because for one, down here now, we have to do this pattern. And then suddenly, only one of these could be the mine. But still nothing that's, like, unlegible. We are close to being the mine counter, though. That is what's pretty interesting. Don't see a problem with this, though. There must be, like, another way I can do this. There is no common ground with these two solutions, ergo, we gotta ignore this. And instead, try and build off with this one, maybe. Well, there was some, like, interesting developments when we said that this was a mine. Let's try and run all the other solutions that would happen down here saying this was a mine. This would be a mine, then block that off, then this one be a mine, then block that off, then one of these two would be a mine. So that is sort of interesting, but not much we can go off of that. So let's try a different way. This was a mine. This would be blank. Let's push this one further and see what happens. Suddenly, this can't be a mine, then this has to be a mine. And then this can't be a mine, then one of these two is a mine. And it does not unsatisfy the mine counter, so unfortunately this is not, like, anything else we can do. Let's try and see if we can... We cannot push it one further. But what we can try is if this was a mine, and then this wasn't. And then immediately... we have this pattern. Which means immediately down here we have to do this pattern. Ooh, that's what I was missing. Look at this. I'm going to erase it all just so I can show you. If we did this, because this could never be mine, and we'd have to do it because of here, then this becomes blank, and we can only do one mine over here, unsatisfying this one of the three bunch. Meaning, this is a mine. There you go. That one took quite a bit of finesse. Alright, these go together. Alright, can't figure anything out without the brush. Also, how long have we been doing this? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This is gonna be a long video of an hour. What the heck? Now I feel like we actually need Editor Me to, like, get rid of a few chunks of this. So... what to do. Well, I see a pattern right now, but I'm going to ignore that for a bit because I need to think. Need to generally think right now. Alright, so I figured out what to do. You're going to probably get two of these, just get another part of this the next day. Sorry. Alright, so I saw something interesting with this 1, and then this 2. For saying, like, both these have to be mines, and here's why. Because only one of these could be a mine with the 2. So if this was a mine, this would at first make everything unacceptable for the 2, allowing it to be errored. But also, if only one of these could be mine because it's a 1 section of a 2, both of these are mines. Let's start with that. Then if only one of these is mine, then it would go 1, 1, or 1, 1. So this is safe. Interesting. I feel like we can actually do something because of this 1. Like if I said the first pair of 2s was here, this works because you have to do something like this. Oh, and actually because of that, I can solve this. So let's go the reds. And try this. Suddenly, we cannot solve this back here. But there are a few points that are similar. This X and this O. All O's are safe, all X's are mines. Okay, so if only one of these is a mine, then it means only one of these is a mine. So I'm sure that can trigger a few course of events. In fact, it now means that this 2-2 pattern is impossible because then one of these ones would have to turn into a 2. In fact, there could only be a 2 there. Ergo, these are safe. I can solve that. I can solve this. Just check it. Alright, we can finally move on to our next variant. Sheesh. I feel so bad that I had to do like a shorter / longer video just so you could get the next variant of this game right now. Alright, outside. All non-mines are orthogonally connected to all mines are connected. Wait, what? All non-mines are orthogonally connected, and all mines are orthogonally connected to the outside. Oh, I remember this variant. So as you can see, all the non-mines are connected, which is why there is it's like a maze basically. Does anyone like God, what's a good example? Dungeons and Diagrams. Does anyone remember that? That is a good example. So all these mines count as the walls, and all these non-mines count as the walk space. Except now we can break a few rules instead in Dungeons and Diagrams where every monster leads to a dead end. We can say that there's spaces in these 2x2 gaps and stuff that you can walk around in. But there is a few interesting other notes, like all the mines are not connected diagonally. They have to be orthogonally connected. And all the non-mine gaps have to be connected. And they also have to be all connected to the outside. But all the mines do not have to be connected to each other. So there can be multiple breaks like this. Alright, this is going to get really weird. Alright, well, let's start with this one. All mines have to be connected to the outside, which means that wherever this one is, it has to be here. Actually, no, I suppose, like, if it was here, then it could just, like, go up and around and connect to the outside here. But I'm sure there's, like, a few things we can't do. Well, let's just try it. Let's see what happens where we put the mine. And there are 8 slots, so this should be fun. Put the mine here. Okay, everything is still connected. This is a legal solution. This is going to keep going around like this. All of the way. Alright, all the mines are on the outside. All the non-mines are all connected, so this is a legal solution. And now there are only 4 mines over here. And there's only, which means there's technically only 1 non-mine. If this was the non-mine, then it wouldn't be connected, ergo this is a mine. If this was the non-mine, that would be fine. If this was the non-mine, I suppose you could just connect it to the back here. What else can I, like, judge? Yeah, like, any of these could be the non-mine right now at this point. So, actually, like, this is all I can go off of right now. Alright, now the purple. It's gonna make you really colorblind. Alright, the same rule happens. This has to be a mine. Interesting, actually, how that works. Oh, but this is a wrong solution. Look, this mine is never getting connected to anything directly. So this is instead always safe. Because purple can't work. No, I'm not leaving. I meant to change the color. Alright, we also determined that this is still has to be mine because the same rules apply if this was a 4. Interestingly, though, we also determined that this is not connected to the outside, so it has to go like this way or up here. But there's not enough information to figure that out. And there is still no way to trap any things of the outside, so this is the best you can do. Alright, and then the 5 determines that this is, interestingly, always a mine. Suddenly, the mine's not connected to the outside, so we have to go up here somewhere. But after that, that's all I can figure out. Alright. Now we gotta do orange. This is getting really obscure. The mine is, again, connected to the outside. Is this a spot to do our thumbnail? Nah, there's one more color left. This is fucking ridiculous. Oh, good lord. Mine is still connected to the outside. All the non-mines are still connected. I'm doing it bigger because making a note that it means that that spot is always going to be true in all scenarios. Same here. So our kickers are this spot here, and then this is always mine here. And I think this is an incredible thumbnail. We could call it something like, the variants are so complex, I now need to use all 8 colors. Because that's literally what I just did. And I don't think we'll ever use 9 colors, because come on, that wouldn't ever be necessary with a 1. And I love that it all just stays. And I was correct. All that work just gone like... Alright. Well, let's see with this 2. Well, if only 2 of these are mine, it does indeed have to go with a 5, because if only 2 of these spots can be mines, then all 3 of these have to be mines over here, which means also that these are safe. This one would go with this one. Interesting stuff. Now, let's try this one. If this was a mine, then this would be safe. One of these would have to be mine, which means this is safe. And then in order to satisfy the 5, you'd have to go here. So suddenly this is safe. This is a mine. This is safe. Are all the outsides connected? All the outsides are connected. But look, we leave... See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, we can just do this. Never mind. This solution works. Especially because no mines are not connected to the outside or left in the middle. Alright, so let's try the other idea. This was a mine. Suddenly, I see 1 common ground. But interestingly, the red doesn't work because then this 5 is unsatisfied. So ergo, we gotta do it based off of the yellow. There you go. See? That wasn't so hard. You were all worried. Well, now you should be worried because things are gonna get really hard. Alright, let's start with the 1 again, because everyone knows 1s are the best numbers. No, that's not true. A lot of people think 3 is the magic number. But in Minesweeper rules, it could usually be 1. Right? I think that's how it works. Oh well, let's just start. So if this was a mine, all these would be safe. At least one of them is being connected to the 4. But nothing is being broken here. If I put a mine here, we would have to probably like connect it to here or somewhere around like this border. But nothing impossible to do. You'd have to go like here, then you could just go here and that would be good. If this was a mine, it would be fine. If this was a mine, you would either need to put here or here. So yeah, nothing impossible that could be broken. So let's just continue on. Red. Okay, still nothing that's like unconnected. And now nothing has to go with the 4. So we could just do this a mine, this a mine, this a mine, this a mine. But if one of these was a mine, then you have to at least do something around here, or connect it this way. So yeah, nothing like impossible to determine. But if this was a mine, it gets stranded in the middle of fucking Nowheresville. So it's safe. And we now can determine that because of this 1, 3... Oh, sorry, you can't see that well. Anyway, like I was saying, now that we have this 3 here, we can turn by this 1, 3 combo. Both of these are mines, and only one of these over here can be a mine. Doesn't really have to go with the 3 or the 4, though, I don't think. One thing we do have to be dangerous about now is this mine here. Needs to be going either this way or going down this way. So let's try and help it out. If we make it go this way, we reach a problem. It cannot transverse this path anymore. And in fact, this 3 is now complete with it. So now we can either go down here or go down here. No, this 4 has plenty of space with it to do. So honestly, like, this is kind of fine. So what if I go down here with the 4? Well, then you can just connect it either down this way or just straight here and nothing creates problems. So instead, I feel like we need to try and pressure this one into thinking it needs to go with this 3. Alright, that's one thing we've done. Nothing that gets blocked off or anything, so we can't really judge that is a mine or anything. Alright, let's try another idea where if this was a unconnected one of these will always be a mine. Then we have to keep moving down this way. Everything is still connected and satisfied and fine and hunky-dory. Okay. Ah, wait, blue. So let's try and connect it with the 3. What problems can we make if we do this? Interestingly, we always are usually going down this path. Suddenly this 4 has become a little less responsive. Where there's only like one more spot you can keep going with it. It's very interesting. Oh, and well, I suppose, no, you could connect like this back here. Wait a minute. This suddenly got interesting. And suddenly I can probably solve this entire blue solution. Because of this mine right here. If we left it stranded in the middle of Nowheresville, it would be unsatisfied. Right? Ergo, it needs to go either down this way or connected here. Which means, also, because of rule number 2 of the outside rule, all non-mines must be connected. They don't have to be connected to the outside, but they all have to be connected nonetheless. Which means these 2 here non-mines have to connect to this branch of non-mines here. Of course, we could say we could go around this path, but by doing that, we block off the mines here, making that illegal. Ergo, one of these has to be a non-mine, making it so that this is always a mine. And not much more can be determined by that. But that is something interesting to note. Am I sure there's nothing else I can do with that? Yeah, there's nothing else I can really do with that, unfortunately. Because, like, I can connect this straight down here. I can go this way with these mines. And then everything is just connected again. 8 mines left we need. Well, we have 4 here. 4 more mines. Nah, there's too much stuff you can do with this. Alright, but we did get more interesting data, though. And now here's, like, the deal breaker spot right here. What happens if I do it here? Well, still, like, this is not all connected, so it needs to either continue, like, a path over this way, or it needs to continue down with this 4 path and then journey somewhere. Meaning, again, one of these has to be the non-mine. So if that is the case, this is always a mine! Oh, that is interesting. Not much more that tells me, though. Not much more, unfortunately. Yeah, but the non-mines can never connect, like, anywhere around this way. Because the mines here would either have to go here, then here, or like, you know, somewhere around here. There's not much more I can say. We didn't determine anything else with, like, the 1. So maybe it's time to talk about other numbers. Like what? Maybe this 3. Now, we've always answered the question, what happens if this is a non-mine? But maybe we should be answering the question, what happens if one of these 2 is a mine? If this is a mine, then we are left off with stuff like this to happen. And then this has to connect somewhere around here, so the non-mines go like this. One of these is a non-mine, so this. And finally, because of this has to also be a mine. See, we got 3, 4, only 3 mines can be left. Nah, you can still go around like your long journey you want. Like, even here, you could connect all the way back here and you would still be fine. So everything is good. But this did give me some interesting ideas, though. Alright, well, let's start again with something else. Let's say what happens if this is a mine. The completely unanswered question of the century. Well, first, this blank has to come around this journey. Which means this has to be a mine automatically. Because we can't just put another mine here or leave this non-mine unconnected to all the other non-mines, so that's there. Well, these are non-mine. We have 5 non-mines left. Sorry. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to connect this either here, somewhere around back there. It seems like the non-mines are like the big kicker of all this. Fortunately, this didn't reveal that much more I can use. Like, nothing around here is in the common ground. Especially because, like, now I could say using this stuff, but we've already determined that that's fine, so it will literally line up with none of this data. So I gotta find something I can use. What's, like, one of the hardest staples I could try? Maybe these mines I can use to my advantage to figure out a few things. Like, if we said this was a mine, then we obviously can just say it's safe. But these mines still need to be connected somewhere. If we said they went this way, then we have these all blank. And we can't obviously put anything here now because then all the non-mines will be unconnected. So, let's see, we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what you would have to do if you wanted to connect back this route. But something else happens if we connect the opposite route. So let's see what happens if I did that. If I said this was a mine, then this becomes a non-mine. And then suddenly, well, actually, no, we could still, like, 4 mines, connect off this back route again, and then make both of these mines here. So that is something we can still do. But what happens if we connect down here? Well, a lot of things can happen, actually. For one, we got to... Well, actually, 1, 2, 3... Yeah, this has to be a mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 2 mines left. One of them has to go here. What if this was a non-mine? You'd have to connect it this way. And I suppose you could just do that. So, yeah, that's one thing that works. If this was a mine here, you'd have to connect it this way. So that's something that works. If this was a mine, you'd have to connect it this way and then leave in those non-mines. So this is a non-mine. That's one thing we've determined. And also, this is a choke point right here. So that, I think, is the kicker of something we needed to figure out now that I'm looking at this. Yeah, wait a minute. If we go back to here... And we said, like, this was our mine solution. And then we tried to, like, go amongst this journey. Then we have, like... Hold on, I'm gonna blank all these out over here. Then we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 mines remaining. We'd have to go here and here. Why is this always over here turning into a mine? There's only one other way I can try and misprove that. And that is if I said that instead of this being a mine, this wasn't a mine. One of those has to be mine, so this is a mine. Suddenly, this is interesting. I don't know, there's just something I feel with a connection with, like, this... With, like, this entire thing here. Like, connecting it this way is obviously out of the question, but if you, like... do something here, then one of those is going to be a mine somewhere. I don't know. It's just, it's very interesting with this tile right here. Like, if I make this a non-mine now, what could happen? It needs to connect back to these non-mines. So the straightest path would be like this way. But, oh God, this is hard. Maybe I'm thinking too hard. Maybe we gotta actually focus on... Oh, wait. I did say that one of these has to be mine because these are unconnected. But what I should have been asking is, how is this 4 connecting? Because it can't connect back here. Ergo, it must connect right here. God, why did that take me so long to find? What is wrong with me? I'm slipping. One of those is a mine, so this is safe. Well, there's one mine left. Well, if this was a mine, then this becomes a non-mine, and then this becomes a non-mine, and suddenly we have a trapped non-mine space, so this is safe. Alright, interesting how everything worked out there. And now this one and 3 go at Egler, so these are both safe. That took me too long to figure out. Like, way too long to figure out. I should not have struggled that much for that level. Oh, man. I mean, I told you things were going to get hard, but that right there already proves to you how difficult it's going to be able to see these solutions. And this is just the beginning. This isn't even like the mixture levels. This isn't even the like variance between other variants. This isn't even the bonus variants, which I have literally no clue what they are. And like I said before, there is a second game, which I will get. Not until we complete this one, though. So, oh boy, we got a lot of work to do. But I gotta take a break for a bit. For you, I will be right back now. Alright, good at it. Thank you for the water. Thank you for putting me right back into the chair now. Refreshed. Alright, let's continue. Also, weird note. On my page, the 14 variants of Minesweeper thing, like the actual thing I go on Steam, it has its logo and everything when I open it, which is literally just like a mine like the default mine in this game. But on my web browser, it shows up as a blank. Like the thing is completely gone. So I don't know if that's like because the game is old or it's like a glitch or something, but it's not out of date, so that's weird. Also, if you're still watching this, thank you so much for still watching, and let me know if there's a God, what is it? Oh, let me think. Oh yeah, let me know if you would like me to play the demo for 14 Minesweeper Variants 2 a little early, just so we could get like an interesting idea of what we're up against in the future. Excuse me, and if that's something you're not into, then say nothing. Alright, good. Alright. Well, these is gonna be mine. Well, if it's right here, this gets blocked off, and then suddenly this too is complete. So this is in fact wrong, because this mine is stranded on island, which it cannot be legal. Alright, this two's gotta go with a 4 now. It's just a 2-4 rule. Nothing fancy. These 3's go at Egler. There we go. Oh, new set unlocked. Outside time 6x6. We'll do all those later. We're getting back to the original variants and whatnot. 1 goes with the 3. This is safe. Alright. If this was a mine, then it's stranded, ergo it's not legal. Alright, does this 3 have to go with the 2? I suppose it doesn't have to. So let's see if this is a mine. Alright, we get something like that, and then one of these has to be a mine. And then suddenly these mines Actually, no, they don't have to be connected, so what am I doing? All the non-mines are also connected, so all this is technically working. So let's try something else. So maybe the red. Like if this was a mine, suddenly something much more interesting happens. Like this becomes a blank, and then we have to run it all the way to the outside this way. Alright. Everything's still connected, and there's more than enough spots to put 7 more mines. But we stranded a mine over here, so this can't be legal. And this 2 has to go with a 3. Oh, sorry. Can you not read that? Oh, now you should be able to read it. Anyway, like I was saying, this 3 and this 2 go at Egler, so these are safe. Alright, well, if this was a mine, everything is stranded, so that's safe. I don't know what else to do right now. All the 9 mines are connected, which is a little annoying because we can't use that bit of logic now. Let's say if this was a mine, then this would be safe, and then this would have to be a mine. And then we need 4 mines left somewhere, which you could probably do any sort of combination so long as you weren't stranding anything on the outside. But interestingly enough, this could never be a non-mine because then you have to go around like this sort of loop to it, and then there's only 2 spots left available for mines. So this would be a mine. And the same thing happens here where you can't have that be a non-mine, so this is a mine. And then suddenly there's only 2 spots left, so it wouldn't matter at that point which ones were the mines, but those would just be the basics. Let's try the other way. If this was a mine, then this was a non-mine, and then this was a non-mine. The non-mine would have to be connected all the way back here, so that's probably something we can use. Because there's only 1 mine left, and there's 6 needed, there are 5 spots left. 1, 2, 3, that is not enough. Ergo, this can't be a mine. Four mines left. Oh, let's continue with this. Alright, 4 mines left. Well, I already told you the fact that if this was a non-mine, all these would be non-mines. Not only does that dissatisfy the 4, but it unsatisfies the whole remaining number count over here. Ergo, this is not going to work. So this is a mine. Still unsatisfies the count. Ergo, this is an R mine. And the same thing still happens here. So this is a mine. Suddenly now, there is a bit more interesting development. Well, I know for starters, this has to be a non-mine because the other mine would go here. And it has to be connected to all the R non-mines, so this is safe. There you go. Okay, that one was a bit better with the outside logic. 3's a go to Egler, so this is safe. This one goes with this 3, so these are both mines. Alright, I was hoping these would be able to connect. Well, let's start with basics. This mine is not connected to the outside, so this has to be a mine. Alright, now it's connected, so literally anything could happen. This one needs to be connected. It can either go this way, or this way. So that's something we can play with, I suppose, for a bit. Maybe we can start with this one. Yeah, like, if this was a mine, then both these would be non-mines. This wouldn't be a mine. Oh, and these non-mines would need to connect somewhere around here, but they cannot connect around this way because then this would become an island of mines, which is illegal. Ergo, this is a non-mine. And that satisfies all those perimeters. Alright, let's see what happens if this is a mine. This is a non-mine, this is a non-mine, this is an R-mine. Everything is connected but this mine to the outside. And we need to connect again to the 3. So because of this mine here, we cannot go around this pathway here. Ergo, this is a non-mine again. Interesting how that always seems to work. Let's try it one more time. This time, if this was a mine. This mine could just literally be connected right here. But still, all these non-mines are connected, and they're going to somehow block this mine from escaping. So this is a breakpoint. It's safe. And I'm assuming there is going to be an intersection with a 3 and 5. There is only one more of these in mine, so both of these are mines. So both of these are safe. Okay, 2 mines remaining. One of them's going here, so this is always a mine. And in fact, we all know the outsiders be connected, so this is safe. Nice, we unlocked a new variant. Let's keep going.